I'd rather go back to my parents' house. You always do this. You never help me. You never do this. You never do that. I was better off. You know what? I think I'm done with this. I want a divorce, the ultimate one.
You wanted to leave, so like you leave.
I'm sure everybody has said this to her spouse before.
And so in this video, we are looking at why women like to threaten divorce every time they do not get their way or things are not going their way. And sometimes we are right, okay? Sometimes, yes, we have something that we want to say. But as a woman, in my experience, we like to use the biggest weapon, you know. What is the thing that I can say that will make him understand how I'm feeling? And we always think that if we make them feel guilty or we shame them, then they will change or they will do what we want. But the thing is, people behave how they feel. So if you keep on telling your spouse that you can't do this, why do you always? Maybe temporarily they will do what you want because, hey, this postpartum rage is not my thing. Let me just do this. But they will not be able to sit down and say, you know what is my core need? What are the things that I need to do that will help me be the husband or the father that my family needs? And the other thing is that if you keep on using these threatening words, your spouse might start not taking you seriously. You might put into his mind divorce, meaning that he might begin to think about, you know what, anytime this lady can decide to divorce, so I should start, you know, planning also how this can go. Instead of them working on, you know, the problem, they are now working on the best way they can leave the marriage. They are now working on, you know, how they can leave the marriage without getting hurt by you. If you use divorce a lot, or you threaten your spouse a lot every time, you know, you feel like you have to say something, what can happen also is that the problem might not be solved at all. Once again, you are focusing on the behavior. You are focusing on how you're feeling at the moment instead of putting the issue front and center. This is what is happening. I don't feel heard. I wonder if you understand that this and this and this and that. So you have to talk about the issue and present it the way it is without I know it's hard for me to say without emotions, but you have to not let him be focusing on anger in the time that you are speaking, because you don't want him to be manipulated by that. When your spouse is being manipulated by your words, it doesn't drive them to solutions. They have to understand that this needs to be done. And normally we think if we manipulate them or we control them or we threaten them or we take away our love or we take away something or sex or whatever, we stab them a little, they will understand that we are really mad, but it doesn't work. I know for some people, it would be like, well, if I don't, like, this is where I have to use this word for him to know that I am serious. And in that situation where you believe that, okay, I would really like to exit, then you need to go and speak to a counselor. And this is not me trying to, you know, not make you go to your spouse and tell them that you really want a divorce or I'm afraid of you getting, you know, I don't want a divorce, you know, God hate divorce, that kind of thing. That's not what I'm trying to do. But a lot of women who wanted to leave a marriage and they went directly and they said divorce and they started walking out, sometimes it has ended gravely. So you want to see a counselor, and then, you know, they will help you. Maybe it's just something you have to put across in a different way. If not, they will also assist you in how you can say this so that you can go about the divorce process. The biggest tool in our toolbox, like, what can I say to make him feel like understand where I am standing now? And sometimes really it might be something that we are thinking about. It's very common for people married to think about divorce, okay? What I would say that helps me also in terms of communication, and when I feel like this is where we should go, is really wisdom and patience. I know that we are in the age where they are like, no, speak your mind. Why do you have to do this way? Because why? Men think they have ego. I'm telling you that God created us differently, and we all have to use our power, okay, to support our marriage. So if I can be patient, I will be patient for my marriage. If I don't know how to be patient, or I find it hard to wait to discern that this is not a good time to my husband, I'm going to ask God to help me to do that. There's nothing wrong in taking it easy and say, I'll wait for the right time to speak about this. There's nothing wrong in saying that I'll wait. I think the right time will come for him to do better. I've told him he's going to change. I know with the instant gratification and the fake lives we see, especially on the internet, we think that things should be easy, but it's not. I mean, even in the workplace, you just wake up and say whatever you want because you think you are right. No. So we have to use, and we have been created differently. The things that I will say and forget, like, okay, it's over. Now things are feeling better. We should all forget. It might not be the same for your spouse, for the man that you're in a relationship with. So you threaten divorce, and the rest of your marriage is thinking about, you know, this woman. Sometimes it takes time for some men to come out of that, because it's like the security, the way some of us will take it if our men go out or, you know, betray us. I don't know if it's cheating or financially they don't take care of us. That's how some men take it when you threaten them divorce. Like, it's like you shook the root of the marriage. You are making them not feel secure from that time. So if you have done this in the past, humble yourself and say sorry to your spouse. Just tell God to give you wisdom on how you can talk to him about this, just in case he's that person who still has that in his heart and he has not healed from it. Men do not talk a lot, but they can harbor stuff. So that's just something I wanted to share as well before I end this video. Let me know in the chats if you have, you know, a different way of seeing this whole conversation. I want to know in the comments. Thank you so much for coming, and see you in another video. Bye bye.